Germany have levelled the tie thanks to Vladimir Malkov. So this men's doubles takes on even more importance than it would have done had it been 2-love in Japan's favour. And once again, on paper, you would expect Endo and Watanabe to be too good for Ivanov and SOZONOV, but they're pretty competent doubles team, the Russians. SOZONOV, double Olympian, they've been together for 11 years, so certainly don't lack for experience. And as we've just seen, sometimes if you're just a little bit complacent or maybe just a little bit below par, that can be enough to tilt the balance, whatever the rankings might say. Players on their way. One love to the Russians, as you see there. That was only last year.
Black cold.
So absolutely nothing.
Black it is.
For certain here at all.
Okay. Don't go away. Serve or receive? Serve. Will serve. Swap sides.
Absolute giant of a man at the other end of the court, Vladimir Ivanov. There's his partner, Ivan SOZONOV, 29 now. He actually is a double Olympian. And that ranking is high enough that Endo and Watanabe need to take this pair very seriously indeed. Partner, Vladimir Ivanov. So he's nearly 2 meters tall. Actually had a massive victory, didn't they, at the All England Open a few years ago. First Russians to win there. They've won 4 Russian Open titles between them. So I don't think we can just dismiss this pair, Steen. They could well be competitive here in this match.
They could, because we know that they have a high level if they hit it. But they've only won 2 matches this year, and Endo and Watanabe seems to be in excellent shape. Won the Asia Championships, beating Gideon and Sukamuljo convincingly in the final, and then going to the final in New Zealand as well, where they lost to a son in Sichuan. So recent form suggests the Japanese, but always dangerous with all Russians.
Ranked 6 in the world, as you saw there, and they have been up as high as 2, Endo and Watanabe. So
Ready to play.
Fascinating matchup this, and especially with the tie level at 1-all.
Yeah, because should the Russians win this, they're just one little injury from losing a team match.
Yeah.
Team tie.
Yeah, absolutely. Trish grabbing the chair. David Graf von Schwerin of Austria is the service judge today for this match.
выиграла.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Japan, represented by WATANABE and ENDO. And on my left, Russia, represented by SOZONOV and IVANOV. Japan to serve. WATANABE to IVANOV. Love all. Play.
So Japan serving first in third match this tie.
Play.
Service over. 1, love.
That was a pretty deft touch so early in the match.
I think a good advice to the Japanese pair is if you can avoid it, then don't get the Russians started, because they are very much move players that if things start to go well for them, they sort of get on a run. Good shot. Signature shot from Yuta Watanabe, the disguised drop shot. Body and racket movement says it's going to be a smash. And just before impact, all power is taking out of his shot. It's a pleasure to see shots like that.
Well, it's an interesting idea from Ivanov. Get it right, though. Good defense from Vladimir Ivanov.
Service over. 3, all. Service over. 4, 3.
Straight down the middle. And the telling effect from Watanabe again.
There's Watanabe's mixed doubles partner, Arisa Hikashino, cheering.
Service over. 4,
expect to see a number of these rallies, sort of like no rallies, where it's a service return, maybe a third shot, even a fourth shot. But Ivanov and SOZONOV, they are strongly against long rallies.
6-4.
It's not in their plan.
Excellent defence from WATANABE.
Play.
When he gets on that shot, left-hander, even SOZONOV.
5-7. Service over. 8-5. Service over. 6-8.
That's the way Ivanov and SOZONOV wants the game to go. A good service from SOZONOV, good follow-up third shot, and then Ivanov with the kill. Notice that he targets the player that's moving backwards from the net, in this case, the ENDO.
Terrific point. They kept coming back, and eventually they made one count, the Russians, and they're in front now. The other thing that victory from Malkov did, first of all, Ivanov and SOZONOV have come out maybe thinking they were going to be 2-love down. That's not the case. And also they might be thinking, well, hang on, if Malkov can pull off a victory against talented Japanese, why can't we follow suit?
10-8.
And they're on top at the moment. Needed that point just to stop the rod a little bit.
It was around 5 points for Ivanov and SOZONOV. That came to an end there.
Service fault called too high.
First service fault we've had today on this court, so it's
11-9 interval.
mid-game interval, 11-9 in favour of the Russians. You have to serve, remember, from you can't serve above 1.15 metres.
No body push.
Service judges have that fangled equipment that lets them spot that, so
Then defense.
it's the way of it. 11-9.
One time, two time, chance. Okay. Thank you. No good. Control first. Control first. Okay. No good. Control first. No drive. 上げてる方ちょっとはっきり上げて後ろアウト1回上げるの大丈夫だから push on it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Huh? Okay.
Play.
I feel that the coaching here sort of demonstrated some of the challenges when you go abroad working in a foreign country and coaching through a third language. The small things often ends up missing.
Very quickly onto that. SOZONOV.
I'm not sure how much video the Russian team is using. I suppose they are using a lot of videos. I know the Danish team is very keen on using video analysis and has statistics on if we play the service return here to the forehand of this player, what are the likely returns that we'll face on the next shot. And Stubbles is so fast, so knowing it a little bit in advance what the opponents most likely are going to do can give you a huge advantage.
I find all that fascinating, these little kind of dossiers they have, whether they're video or written or even just mental in the mind.
Yeah, the Danes, they have, you can ask the video operator saying, hey, I want to see all Watanabe's fourth shot as backcourt player from his forehand side. What are his returns? And then you can get them lined up, see them one after another. Excellent job by ENDO.
That's a big point too. In 15-12, they would have been in a little bit of trouble. Still not out the woods at 13-14, but
and also great work by ENDO because he's not a natural front court player, not a natural net player. Used to be his former partner Kenichi Hayakawa's job, and also here, Yuta Watanabe is a really good front court player in my opinion.
Service over. 15-13.
Really good flicker from SOZONOV. Watanabe tries to get the attack a little bit too much, even though if it got it over the tape, I still think there was correct pace and height on that flick from SOZONOV.
Service over. 14-16.
good leave. It's a late decision. He nearly played this. I thought better of it. And he had the racket back there, and then, yeah, Realised it was drifting wide.
Gets in that mood, Ivanov. He's a difficult player to face. They're satisfied, the two Russian coaches.
Service fault called, too high.
Well, not a good time to do that. It's never a good time, but towards the business end of a game, a tight game. So 1-1 on service faults now.
Excellent. Third shot by Watanabe. Satisfied there. Park Jo-bong, Japanese head coach, and Tan Kim-her, Malaysian men's doubles coach, placed Roni Meineke earlier on this year as Meineke returned to Indonesia to coach the women's singles team there.
Still blow for blow here in this open game.
Playing the Russians when they're playing well is that they don't get any rhythm at all in the game. It's same experience, I guess, a lot of pairs have against Gideon and Tsukumuro. They're at their best. Flicker again. Oi, fusion. Fantastic shot by Vladimir Ivanov. What was that? A punch disguised drop shot or whatever?
It was mighty effective, and it's brought up 2 game points.
Look at Ivanov.
Well, they look massive favourites to win that point, the Russians, but
I just had a déjà vu moment when I thought SOZONOV is not going to kill this one, and Ivanov's going to look at him like, what are you doing?
you wouldn't want that from him, would
No,
you? He's an imposing presence. Still game point. Well, they'll do it. It's a really soft way to lose the game, but the Russians will certainly take it. 21-19. And this topsy-turvy tie continues to surprise. Mentioned that they hadn't been having a particularly good year, but sometimes a team event can just bring out something in a pairing or a singles player, especially having been buoyed by watching Malkov singles victory just a few moments earlier against Nishimoto.
Если снизу выходим, никаких вот полкорта, потом вот на сетку сбросов не должно быть. Они сразу перекрывают, выходят.
Конечно.
Значит, сразу
Сразу
надо отдавать
назад
высоко.
и
Вы
вставать
спокойно,
защиту
да,
искать.
только близко. Вот хорошо стоишь, ближе, чем ловко, да, и идет переход сразу ваш. Они в задней линии-то и бить не будут. Будет
Тем более, когда пушится
такие
валан.
будут, они особенно, ну,
Только разводишь спокойно по широкой, да, и ждешь момента, когда
да. Я
через
под тебя
полоску
скидываю,
потом
ты
выйдет.
пошел, а я уже.
Конечно.
All of a sudden, there were a few concerned looks on Japanese faces.
Their opponent started distinguished. Managed to catch a little bit of the Russian coaching. 1/3 of my vocabulary, and that was the word "spras," which means cross net drop. Told.
Okay. That was a very impressive Russian accent you're cultivating there, Stephen.
Yeah, but I've practiced a lot.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
So, can they consolidate on that excellent performance in the first game? Ivanov and Sozonov.
And how will the drift affect them? Because, I mean, they should have a little bit more difficult times in killing their attack, but on the other hand, they often go for the angle.
Yeah, they just got their positions a little bit askew. They left a huge gap, which the Japanese exploited without any real problem. But rather like Nishimoto before them, Endo and Watanabe haven't really played with any real consistency. Yes, a few good shots, you'd expect that.
But that's also due to Sozonov and Ivanov playing well.
Absolutely.
Because they don't let you get into a rhythm, and they're on to you all the time, and either you've lost the rally or you've won it quickly. So it's not like you sort of get the feel and say, now we're in the match. This is a good rally for.
Another terrific rally and another rally where the Russians come out on top.
Oi.
It's more like it from the Japanese pair.
Service over. 2 all.
I love the expressions from Ivanov. It's like he's saying to his partner, what are you taking that for when you're lying on the floor? I'm there.
Just missed it. A little unlucky.
3, 2.
This is one of the dangers with the Ivanov and Sozonov's game, that they might sort of take it over the line, and then they produce a number of mistakes quickly after each other. So got to be careful about that. He's struggling with his serve. Endo. That was way too high of a take.
Service fault called. Too high. Service over. 4, 3.
Oi.
Well, it's great recovery from the position they were in the rally from the Japanese pair.
5, 3.
But that
Twist his ankle there. Ivanov, what happened? Did he slip?
and that last rally was a good indication of exactly how hard the Japanese pair are having to work to win a point against these two. And if they are going to come back in this match, they're going to have to do it on merit, because they've not been given anything by IVANOV and SOZONOV. Got a small lead to work with though here. ENDO and WATANABE 5-3.
Found a solution for Yuki Endo to the service troubles he's experienced. A little bit out of the court serve towards the sideline. It was not out of the court, but towards the middle of
no depth at all, and that was an absolute gift.
Ivanov.
6, 7.
How on earth do they win that point?
8, 7.
Shows the value of just staying in the point. Got their reward in the end. And that would have been a real morale dampener for the Japanese pair as well.
There was a little weight deception from Watanabe there. Looking one corner, played in another. Look at this.
Yeah, that. Don't try that at home, would be the advice, I think. Almost an exhibition shot. Trading blows at the moment.
confusion.
Nearly both left it, didn't they?
It's his go-to shot for Yuta Watanabe when he is at the net. He plays the forehand side of Ivanov. Some room there whilst the front court is covered by Sozonov's left hand in the other side.
Play.
Really important for the Russians that Ivanov take a step forward in those situations.
Good power again, and a slender lead
11-10.
at the interval for the Russians, who already lead by 1 game to love.
Стали играть больше, да, сетку. Там, когда вот выходишь высоко.
Если атака наша не прошла, можно потом отдавать назад.
Конечно.
Либо плоским ударом уводить в ширину.
Начинаешь опять розыгрыш.
Вот здесь, вот в этой зоне.
Они когда в полполя не пускают, мы снизу их играем, если атака не
Ну
получилась.
и
Их
всё,
просто назад
высокий
отдавать.
на заднюю
Конечно.
линию,
И
конечно.
опять
вообще
начинаешь
не
все
думаю.
сначала.
Если средняя зона, можно плоский протолкнуть под
да.
себя и ждать.
И помогай ему на 3-м ударе, на смеше, потому что все равно он
Да,
же
когда
вкладывается во
заваливается.
все. Он заваливается. Поэтому ты ноги готовь, да, чтобы тебе помочь. Так все нормально.
Court 1,
И
20
подальше, да,
seconds.
подседать, не забывай.
Play.
Apparently the Spross isn't an issue any longer in the Russian coaching.
Well, they've always got to play an extra shot, haven't they? At least one.
Exactly, some miraculous saves.
Service over. 11, 12.
The only one using his legs in his defense, Vladimir Ivanov.
That was the bite a bit. They're going to challenge this, though.
Called out.
At this stage of the match, no surprise.
Yeah, I think it's more to prevent the Russians from going on a roll,
Yeah,
breaking their rhythm a little bit.
momentum stopper, because that replay showed that they're not going to be successful in the review. That was an understatement.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 13, 11. Play.
Could we have the umpires sometimes say challenge very unsuccessful if they're...
Or ridiculous.
Yeah. They can't kill it.
They're just frustrating them to death there, aren't they?
And that's really concerning for Endo and Watanabe, that they can't kill it, because, I mean, Sozonov and Ivanov, they're known for many things, but it's not the defense. That's not their strong point. course, they've got plenty of teammates on the bleachers. Kimura and Sonoda. You can see Sonoda from here, and he's actually sitting quite still, cheering for his teammates. They could be thrown in against Thailand, or Hoki and Kobayashi, Kuro Hoki, who we saw in the mixed double.
Chance there.
He's very concerned about missing that shot, SOZONOV. I don't think he should be. He should be satisfied with how he and Ivanov has played. He missed that one as well. I have a feeling SOZONOV could be on his way to putting himself down here. That was important.
Normal service has been resumed.
Service over. 16-13. Change. Russia.
First one way, then the other way.
17-13.
But not inside the court from Hiroyuki Endo.
That was absolutely wild.
Service over. 17.
Excellent play. Great service return by SOZONOV, and then just blocking the next one, creating the opportunity for the tall man from Chelyabinsk, Vladimir Ivanov.
Well, this is getting better and better and better for the Russians.
They're playing some of the best badminton I've seen them play in a very long time.
Japanese have got absolutely no answer to it at the moment.
Oh, lucky net call and match points for Ivanov and SOZONOV.
So 6 of them, not just to win this match, but to put the Russians ahead in the tie. It's almost celebrating before he played the shot.
What if he plays with those safety badminton shoes? Toe support so he doesn't get hurt.
Ready to play. Do you need the doctor? Then we play.
Something in his eye. Ivanov. Maybe he's eyeing the victory.
Well, maybe stars in his eyes at the moment. 5 match points still. Sometimes The last hurdle is the hardest one to jump. Still 4 chances though.
Fantastic rally.
Well, almost appropriate they won it in that kind of a rally. Repelled everything the Japanese could throw at them. 36 shots, the longest of the match and the last of the match. 21-16 in that second game, and Russia lead the tie against the #1 seeds. Sometimes team sport throws up improbable stories. Endo and Watanabe below par, Ivanov and SOZONOV
21-16.
way above it. With several chances to win that final point, the Japanese pair, and it kept coming back, and eventually the men in red prevailed.
It's been some time since they had a chance to celebrate like that, the two tall Russians.
(21-19, 21-16), 40 minutes on court, and Russia lead Japan 2-1. Stay with us.